I think I didn't wash my shirt right. It either shrunk or I've been eating too many fajitas at La Campesina. Well, hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, YouTubers and Mavericks, you know who you are, as well as Pokemaniacs. So, I want to do a little update first before I get into this video. Pokemon theories are not gone forever. I'm pretty discouraged with the views I'm getting on a lot of my Pokemon what-ifs and Pokemon theories recently, and a lot of the major Pokemon theories have been done. So the question remains, what theories could I potentially do that would grab the attention of a lot of people? On top of that, there's been a lot of things happening in the theorist side of YouTube, so it's really discouraged me from actually engaging in that portion, that community. But they're not going away forever, and they're not gone forever. I'm just waiting on my computer to get fixed. In fact, I had to fix this headset today for whatever reason. I don't know, it went out on me. But that's life. We just deal with it every day. Things break. That's what's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. So let's jump into the article that I will be talking about today. Let me first and foremost say that I have my PlayStation shirt on. Woo! Destiny! #1 game of all time, Destiny. Just kidding. I'm pretty critical on Bungie and what they've done with Destiny. Destiny 2 struggled to please both casual and hardcore players. Now, it's interesting, I'm posing the question today and using this article to kind of jump into that question by saying, how long should a game be nowadays to ask for $60, maybe a season pass even, but let's just talk about the vanilla base game. So in this article, this individual goes on to go in depth with Destiny and what they think Destiny's main problems are, which I can empathize and sympathize with it as well, because there are a lot of things to Destiny and Destiny 2 that are problematic. I hate that word, but it's really true. They cause issues, they cause problems, they don't do good for the game. But on the flip side, what Destiny 2 did from Destiny 1, the vanilla game of Destiny 1 to Destiny 2, is ridiculously different. Right now, if you picked up Destiny 2, you would probably have weeks to months of things to do if you were just a casual player who played a few hours a week. If you were a hardcore player, it might provide you with a week or two of stuff to do. But that's quite a lot too, considering it's $60. Think about how much you pay for a movie ticket and you only get 2 hours of entertainment there. Nowadays, games are more looked at as a service and not so much just here, you're paying the money for the entertainment and that's it. You know what I mean? Like a movie. So it's hard to compare games to movies, but looking back in time, we can see how games were viewed differently. So the question arises, how long should a game be these days for how much you pay for it? Generally speaking, even if you don't pay a lot of money for a game, a lot of people will pan a game if it's too short. For example, if a game came out and was $20, let's just say it's a digital only game, and it was $20, and it was extremely short, people would still pan it. So how long is the game supposed to be in exchange for $20? And moreover, how long should it be in exchange for $60? I'm using Destiny 2 because it's a fairly popular and lengthy game for these days, and I think it's really important to talk about it because a lot of people pan Destiny 2 for things that it really shouldn't be panned for, but lose their focus on things that should be panned for. Okay? Destiny 2, it has microtransactions in it, where it doesn't need them in it. When you level up, you basically get those microtransactions free. All you have to do is kill enemies to get it. It's not even anything special. It's not like in Call of Duty where you have to complete matches. It's just killing bad guys and doing things within the game. Getting XP gets you free microtransactions. So, I'm not defending the microtransactions. They don't need it in the game. You should not have to spend money to get anything in the game. It should be there and you should earn it all. But in this way, at the very least, you can earn it without spending money. But That is where a lot of attention should be focused on Destiny 2, along with the season passes, not the length. Because if we look at Destiny 2 and this article itself, come to find out this person has spent 82 hours on the game, and if I read it correctly, I might have missed this point, but I think they said that they didn't even finish all the story elements, which means maybe they were talking about the adventures and the lore and the quests, maybe the raid. I think they did the raid, but that's my point, story elements. And then they said that they didn't want to do alt characters. Now, in Destiny 2, there are alternate characters that you can use. This will provide you a lot more time. Yes, you're still going through the same story missions. Yes, you're still doing essentially the same game, just with a different character, but the characters add a lot of variety to the game. A warlock is not the same as a titan. For example, titans have shields they can raise. This is really great, but with a raised shield, you don't regenerate your health. Like, it doesn't do anything for your health. It's just a shield to stop incoming fire and damage. But a warlock can lay down a circle that will regenerate health instantly, or lay down a power boost. These are different variations in the character. The warlock doesn't have the shield, so it means it will force you to play differently. And the same goes for supers, alts, the abilities you get, the armor sets, the weapons even that you can get. It drives me insane to see people crap on games that have been developed to a way to maximize your playtime, just in an effort to get you to play their game and not someone else's. It drives me crazy, because Destiny 2 is a pretty decent game compared to Destiny 1. A lot of people don't like it, alright? I understand that. I'm not going to ask you to like it, but to pan Destiny 2 for being too short of a game, that's pretty silly, man. It's a very lengthy game. And if you're putting in 82 hours into Destiny 2 and you haven't even tried a different character, yeah, of course you're going to get burnout. You're doing the same thing over and over and over again. But to get 82 hours of entertainment time out of a $60 game, that's pretty impressive. Let's look back to other MMORPGs. World of Warcraft. Let's say out of nowhere, for whatever reason, somehow, some way, shape, or form, you're able to play the vanilla version of World of Warcraft. How long would it take you to complete the game, not including endgame content? I'm not a real big World of Warcraft player, but compare that to Destiny 2. Same with Diablo, same with Diablo 2, and Diablo 3. How long would it take you to take one character, complete the entire game, and just be done with it? Maybe several hours? Maybe several extensive hours of straight playtime? Yeah, okay, that's fine. And no one really panned those games for the time. So it's interesting to see some people being very critical about Destiny not having anything to do in it. Oh my god, I'm so bored. Fine, you're bored. Go play something else. If you put 82 hours into a game, you probably shouldn't play that game anymore, man. If you're bored with it. I'm just saying, like, it seems like a lot of people get addicted to these types of games because of the roles you can get with your guns, with your armor, and stuff like that, and that's really, really cool, but at the same time, it's not cool to be addicted in that way, to just want to keep doing the same thing over and over again, in hopes that you'll get a really cool gun. If that's your thing, that's your thing. But let's look back again. Just look towards Borderlands and Borderlands 2. Those games are filled with content, the vanilla versions of them. They will take you an extremely long time to get through if you've never played them before and you're not doing a speedrun. To do everything in those games, it'll take you a long time, and those aren't even online-only MMORPG type games. So, again, it's pretty crazy when you ask the question, how long should a game be? And you see people writing articles, and I'm not just talking about this one specifically. There are numerous posts, numerous tweets, talks, comments. Oh, Destiny 2 is so boring. Have you finished everything? Well, I did almost everything. Yeah, but did you do everything? Did you do the raid? Did you get a clan together? Did you join a clan? Did you do team strikes? Did you do the Prestige Nightfall? Did you do all of the side adventures? Did you do all of the lore stories? Did you find all the hidden lore? Have you done every public event? Have you done the heroic versions of those events? Have you seen everything that the maps have to offer? Have you traveled to every single planet and found every hidden chest there is? You know, I could keep going. I could keep going, but it just won't change a lot of these people's opinions. It won't change their minds because they got their mind made up that when you buy a game like Destiny 2 for $60, it's supposed to be like an endless supply. This is the well you're supposed to drink from forever. Like, there's no other games out right now. Cuphead just released. If you're tired of Destiny 2, go buy Cuphead and play the game. And you say to me, oh, but I don't like Cuphead. I like Destiny 2. I want more stuff to do in Destiny. Go play Crucible. There's non-stop Crucible. If you're bad at Crucible, get good at Crucible. Oh, but I don't like competitive gameplay. Well, fine. You know, that's not the game's fault. It's not the game's fault that there aren't things to do that you personally enjoy in it. At the end of the day, it's very interesting to me to see how entitled gamers can be. I'm not saying all gamers are entitled. I'm not saying all gamers are toxic to this point. And I'm not even saying that the person writing the article is. I'm just using it as a springboard to ask the question how long a game should be. But if we look back to the 80s, Super Mario Brothers come out. How much money did that cost to buy? $30, $40, $50, $60 at the time, depending on which shop you got it at. And how long did it take you to beat Super Mario Brothers for the NES? What, like maybe 20 minutes if you were really bad at the game, maybe 10 minutes if you were decent, maybe even less if you were really, really good at it and you took shortcuts. You know, okay, so people don't complain about the length of Super Mario Brothers for the NES, but yet here we are 30 years later and people are like, oh, games are so more complex and oh my god, but you're essentially paying almost the same amount for the games, and yet now you're moaning and whining when a game gives you 82 hours, 3 weeks plus of entertainment, and it's still not enough. That's all I'm saying. Maybe you'll think about yourself. Maybe you'll look inward today, ladies and gentlemen, and say to yourself, hey, you know what? I kind of need to appreciate games a little bit more. Because I'm sure that people are going to pan Ultra Sun and Moon for its length when it releases. And I'm sure there's going to be other games that are going to come out that are going to be extremely long. And people are going to say, oh, it's just too short. Oh, it's just not good enough, you know? Oh, it's just... But if it was just a little bit longer, it would be perfect. It would be good. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. There's my rant. There's my video for the day. Hope you guys liked it. If you did, leave me a big thumbs up. If you didn't, let me know in the comments below with a constructive criticism comment that you can tell me what I could do better. Hopefully, my computer will be repaired by Tuesday. I should get the CPU tomorrow. If it's not, then you'll get to see this setup a little bit longer. So we'll figure out what to do if it's not. If it's not, I'm just going to piece it out and build this computer up instead, and we'll just go from there. You guys have yourselves a great day. I hope you guys have a great week. I've been your host, Protomario, and I'm signing out. As always, good gaming, God bless, and thank you for watching.